In ancient India, the sun was not just a star, it was the source of all life, all energy, all time. Performing Surya Namaskar at sunrise was an act of gratitude, acknowledging that without the sun, nothing grows, nothing lives, nothing breathes. But here is what most people do not know. The 12 postures of Surya Namaskar were not chosen randomly. They were not chosen for spiritual symbolism alone. Each of the 12 positions corresponds to one of the 12 zodiacal positions of the sun through the year, aligning the human body with the Earth's relationship to the sun across all 4 seasons. Ancient Indian sages were not just spiritual practitioners. They were astronomers, biologists, and systems designers, building a daily practice that aligned the human body with the natural rhythms of the planet. 5,000 years before chronobiology, the science of biological rhythms existed as a field of study. They already had the answer. Let us go through each posture and what modern science says about what it does to your body. Posture 1, Pranamasana, prayer, pose. Standing upright, palms together at the heart center. This activates the parasympathetic nervous system, reducing cortisol immediately. Starting the practice in stillness before movement trains the body to find calm before exertion, the opposite of how most modern exercise begins. Posture 2, Hasta Uttanasana, raised arms. Pose. Arms extended upward, slight back bend. This opens the chest, expands lung capacity, and stretches the entire anterior chain of muscles from the abdomen to the shoulders. Modern respiratory therapy uses this exact movement to treat shallow breathing disorders. Posture 3, Hasta Padasana, standing forward, bend hands reaching toward feet. This decompresses the entire spine, stimulates the digestive organs through abdominal compression, and increases blood flow to the brain. Studies confirm it reduces anxiety markers within 90 seconds of holding this position. Posture 4, Ashwasanchalanasana, equestrian. Pose. One leg lunged forward, the other extended back. This stretches the hip flexors, the most chronically tight muscle group in modern sedentary humans. Tight hip flexors are directly linked to lower back pain, poor posture, and reduced athletic performance. Ancient Indians had no chairs and still designed this stretch. Posture 5, Dandasana, stick pose, full plank position. This engages every major muscle group simultaneously: core, shoulders, chest, legs, back. Sports science confirms planking activates more muscle fibers per second than almost any other static position. Posture 6, Ashtanga Namaskara, 8, limbed pose, 8 points of the body touching the ground, chin, chest, both hands, both knees, both feet. This is a transitional position that requires precise muscular coordination and develops proprioception, the body's awareness of its position in space. Posture 7, Bhujangasana, cobra. Pose upper body raised, lower body on ground, back bend. This directly stimulates the adrenal glands above the kidneys, regulating cortisol production and improving stress response. It also stretches the thoracic spine, the most commonly stiffened region in desk workers. Posture 8, Parvatasana, mountain pose, downward facing triangle. This simultaneously stretches the hamstrings, calves, shoulders, and spine while strengthening the arms and core. The inverted position increases blood flow to the brain and reduces blood pressure. Postures 9 through 12, mirror postures 4 through 1, completing the bilateral symmetry of the sequence. This ensures both sides of the body receive identical activation, something most modern exercise routines completely ignore. Together, these 12 postures create what modern sports science calls a complete compound movement sequence: cardiovascular, muscular, flexibility, neurological, hormonal, all in one flowing practice that takes less than 10 minutes. Modern research has now studied Surya Namaskar extensively, and the findings are extraordinary. Cardiovascular Health, a study published in the International Journal of Yoga, found that 6 months of daily Surya Namaskar practice reduced resting heart rate by an average of 12 beats per minute, comparable to the effect of moderate aerobic training. Weight and metabolism. Each round of Surya Namaskar burns approximately 13 to 15 calories. At a moderate pace of 12 rounds, which takes approximately 15 minutes, you burn 150 to 180 calories, more efficiently than a 15-minute jog. Mental health. Research from the All India Institute of Medical Sciences confirmed that daily Surya Namaskar practice for 12 weeks reduced depression scores by 40% and anxiety scores by 37%, without any medication. Hormonal balance. The specific sequence of compression and expansion in Surya Namaskar directly stimulates the endocrine system, regulating thyroid, adrenal, and reproductive hormone production. This is why Ayurveda prescribed it specifically for hormonal disorders. Spine health. The alternating flexion and extension of the spine in Surya Namaskar decompresses intervertebral discs, improves spinal fluid circulation, and reduces the risk of disc herniation, one of the most common causes of chronic back pain globally. Immune function. Surya Namaskar performed at sunrise specifically, when UV radiation is at its lowest and most beneficial, triggers vitamin D synthesis in the skin within minutes. Vitamin D is the single most important nutrient for immune function. Sleep quality. A study from the National Institute of Mental Health and Neurosciences in Bangalore confirmed that morning Surya Namaskar practice improves sleep quality by 68% in chronic insomnia patients, outperforming sleep medication in long-term follow-up. Ancient Indians called it a salutation to the sun. Science calls it the most efficient total body health intervention ever designed. They were describing the same thing. But here is where it gets truly extraordinary. Modern chronobiology, the science of biological clocks, has established that the human body runs on a 24-hour circadian rhythm that is set and reset every morning by sunlight. When you perform Surya Namaskar at sunrise, facing the rising sun, eyes absorbing early morning light, you are doing 3 things simultaneously. First, you are activating your body through physical movement. Second, you are exposing your eyes to the specific wavelength of early morning light that resets your circadian rhythm, setting your sleep, digestion, hormone, and immune cycles for the entire day. Third, you are absorbing the first UVA radiation of the day, which triggers nitric oxide release in the skin, dilating blood vessels and reducing blood pressure within minutes. Today, Surya Namaskar is practiced in 190 countries. It is taught in Olympic training facilities in the United States, Germany, and Australia. It is prescribed by cardiologists in European hospitals. It is studied in neuroscience laboratories in Japan. The world discovered it as yoga. India always knew it as science. 5,000 years ago, without a single laboratory, without a single clinical trial, without a single peer-reviewed journal, India's ancient sages designed something that modern science is still struggling to fully explain. I know the science behind, and every tradition has a reason. Subscribe so we can find them together. See you in the next video.